In this video, I'm going to be talking about Copilot for Microsoft 365 Onboarding Toolkit. Now, what is Microsoft 365 Onboarding Toolkit? It's basically a toolkit for Microsoft 365 Copilot adoption. So, take for example, if you have already provisioned Microsoft 365 Copilot within your organization, or maybe if you're planning to implement Copilot for Microsoft 365 within your organization, then this is the right starting point. Now, basically, it's a toolkit which will contain post images, it will contain sample email for Copilot adoption. So IT administrator or the person who is who is taking this initiative for the adoption part for Copilot for Microsoft 365 within your organization need to download this toolkit and then customize the toolkit based on their need within the organization, maybe brand it a few emails or post, and then share across with your participants. Now, it is very much essential that you first understand what this toolkit contains. uh, this toolkit basically is one of the component of the bigger Copilot Success Kit, which is provided by Microsoft. So Microsoft 365 Onboarding Toolkit is just one component from the wider array of Copilot Success Kit. Now, it is basically a 8-week engagement between your users. So as a as a champion user, or as an administrator who is implementing Copilot for Microsoft 365 within your organization, you need to follow the 8-week engagement rules. Basically, it is all about sending out an email or posting messages related to Copilot so that your team member gets sufficient time to digest the information of what Copilot is, how it is to be used within the organization, and then it will act as a foundation for setting up Copilot adoption strategy. Now, information about utilizing Microsoft Copilot Academy. Like, once you complete this entire 8-week engagement, then the last week of engagement consists of uh, providing more information to the users, because by the time the user will be pretty much hooked to using Microsoft Copilot and would sought for more information about extending the Copilot or maybe utilizing more advanced functionality provided by Microsoft Copilot. Now, the toolkit download link is provided. What I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to demonstrate this entire toolkit. But what does this toolkit contains? Now, it contains basically 8-week worth of information. Now, it is classified into week 1 to 8. Now, week 1 is all about uh, working on easy ways to use Copilot, first understanding what Copilot is and then working on the easy ways to use Copilot. Week 2 consists of Copilot in Teams, then Copilot in Outlook follows week 3. Week 4 Copilot in PowerPoint, then week 5 Copilot in Word, week 6 Copilot in Excel, week 7 general Microsoft Copilot, and then week 8 it's all about sharing the resources for a better understanding and utilization of advanced features within the academy, which is called as Microsoft Copilot Academy. So once you download the toolkit, you will get the document in the form of folder. So what a champion user or a person who is initiating the adoption framework needs to do is basically download this kit and then try to utilize, first understand what does this toolkit contains and try to tailor it as per your organization need. Now, I'll just quickly go through each and every week. So, in the first week, you will get a an email and a post. So every week you get something, some artifacts which you can share it with your end users, so that that will help in adopting Copilot within your organization. Now, week 1, if you see this particular post, it talks about the Copilot usage within your organization. So how do we use Copilot? So Copilot, you can use Copilot in Teams. You can use it to jumpstart the creative processes of drafting a Word document. You can summarize your long email thread in Outlook, transform the documentation in PowerPoint presentation, collect information across your content using Microsoft Copilot as a general Copilot. So basically, it makes use of all this Microsoft Office solutions, and then augmenting the features and functionality to improve productivity within your organization. Now, if you see the second post over here, it talks about drafting a Word document. So it gives you a simple instruction of, you open a Word document, and then if you write some example, like write me an 800 word blog on, say, some topic related to productivity or related to any solution, or maybe you just type in draft a proposal for, say, contoso, and then it will start drafting a proposal based on the context provided by the user. So like this, it will give you a jump start. At least if you can open the application and see how the Copilot looks like, how Copilot responds, how Copilot behaves, and then slowly and steadily refine the information as and when you get hold of the entire context. Then you can even also have this template as a part of email template file. Okay, so an admin, what they can do is, like, they can open this template file and then directly share it across with multiple users. Then Copilot in Teams. So that's a composition for week number 2, whereby you can share some information about how to utilize Copilot in Teams. Like, say, example, you can tell your staff that you can utilize Copilot in Teams by creating meeting notes, summarizing the key discussion points if it has happened in that meeting, discover answers to specific questions from chats or meetings. So if some question has been asked within the meeting, then you can ask Copilot to discover those answers. You can also automatically create a list of task based on the list of unanswered questions, as a part of follow up from the meeting notes. Or maybe it can be a part of an update on the project as well. So basically, it's all about automating the already available information and making use of Copilot to improvise on the productivity part. Now, if you see on the right hand side, there are some hyperlinks to understand how to make Copilots makes meeting easier. So getting the meeting overview, evaluating new ideas, getting caught up quickly, asking better questions, and discerning the opinions quickly. So it's all about it all boils down to summarizing the key discussion point, creating those meeting notes, and discovering answers to specific questions. Now, from an Outlook perspective, again, this is a part of the next week, week 3. So here you talk about Copilot in Outlook. So you share this information with your audiences, or the person or the people who you have shortlisted to be a part of the entire AI workforce. So you can ask them to try out various options in Outlook, like summarizing the existing conversations, the email which you have received from various people for some specific topic or for project or for any support operations. You can create new email with simple prompts as well. So when you start drafting an email, you provide those prompts, and then automatically the email gets generated. So that will help you in saving time and also providing quick and proper response as required by the context of the uh, also, you can transform quick notes into email drafts. You can generate feedback on important emails about tone and clarity. So once you generate a response in an Outlook, then you can tweak it according to your need. You can provide more context, and then you can provide the conversation style, what is required, based on the desired result. Now, so that's about Outlook. Then for PowerPoint, you can share the slide deck with a team member and try to ask them to perform various tasks, like creating a new presentation or transforming the documents into slides. So if you have a Word doc, you can provide those as a context or a reference to provide uh, uh, a context, basically, to the Copilot, telling that, oh, I have this proposal, can you transform this documents into a pre-sale slide. Also, then there is another component of summarizing the presentation. So if you have received a long presentation from for a project or for some work item, then you can summarize those presentations. So this document basically talks about that. So it's all about giving those user those clues, those jump start points to start utilizing Copilot within your organization. Again, this is about Copilot in Word, whereby you can create a first draft with simple prompt. You can summarize the document. Again, that summarization is across um, Outlook, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and also you can generate task based on the sections. Or the rewriting sections, or change or unify the tone of the items which you have mentioned while prompting from a Copilot execution perspective. Now, how to make Copilot make writing easier? So if you see on the right hand side, here you can locate the key information. You can transform the documentation, and you can gain focus times or get a head start. So basically this kit contains information about making life easier for your staff, and by utilizing these points, they can either get trained fast, or they can be more creative in providing solutions which is more contextual to your organization, rather than being a generic work in the AI space. Now, Copilot in Excel, it's all about numbers. So, analyzing the data quickly, easily, identifying the key insight, make engaging charts, generating task out of the Excel, creating some new formula columns, editing your data using simple commands. So, this is mainly focused around generating more insights from a simple Excel document, which we were unable to generate previously when we didn't had a Copilot or AI based assistant services readily available. Then general Microsoft Copilot. So Microsoft Copilot basically gets a signal from various artifacts like task, meetings, Outlook, and all the SharePoint related documents. So it's all about integrating the signals received from various other applications, and trying to collate those information and finding those insight across all the content. Also, you can create new content from multiple sources, diverse sources, and you can also prepare for upcoming meetings. So Microsoft Copilot basically will understand your priority and your organization's priority, and you can even ask questions, and the Copilot will interact with your content across various objects like files, meetings, web, emails, and then try to put a context around it, and I'll try to provide some result based on the outcome of your prompt. Now, at the last stage, you will have a Microsoft Copilot Academy documentation, basically, that will point to Microsoft Learn site, which will, for all the curious user who are willing to test the practical capability, or if they want to explore more around the Copilot exploration journey, then they can subscribe to the Copilot Academy, whereby they can get more information from the web, from the external site. Basically, it is hosted by Microsoft. It's basically a curated collection of learning material that will guide your employee through the ins and out of Copilot, ensuring you are equipped to make the most of this powerful tool. So that's it about the onboarding toolkit from a presentation perspective. Now, if you want to see live, what we can do is you can navigate to this URL, adoption.microsoft.com, and then from here you can search for Copilot for Microsoft 365 User Onboarding Toolkit. And this is a link to download the Copilot for Microsoft 365 User Onboarding Toolkit. Alternatively, there is a link. So if you just copy this link, aka.ms/copilot/user onboarding kit download, then it will automatically download the kit. So let me download this kit for you and then show it to you what it contains. So if I just click on it, click on this link, it will download the Copilot onboarding toolkit, and then from here I can open the file. Okay, so let me show you this file. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extract all. Okay, so I'm gonna extract this zip file, and here if I open this folder, I will see a lot of things over here. So That's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there is a readme deployment guide. So if I open the readme deployment guide, it will talk about everything you need to know about Copilot, fully customizable to address the unique needs of your business. So this is just like a very high level information, and it will give you a schedule as well, like how to utilize the folder contents which is provided with those onboarding toolkit. So usually based on the suggested or recommendation approach, what Microsoft says is like, do not mail anything on Monday, okay, and do not mail anything on Friday. So whatever things you want to do it between Tuesday to Thursday. And the first best way is to use an email on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday and Thursday you can post it. Now you can post it to your own channel, or you can post it to your organization channel like Yammer, or if you are using any other third party tool, or if you are using Microsoft tools, then you can use Yammer, or you can use Viva platform to basically post the content. Now uh, it need not follow a specific sequence, but it is highly advisable to follow week 1 to 7 as recommended by Microsoft, if you can. The first week is important because that will set the stage, that will set the context. However, other weeks, like from Copilot, sorry, Copilot in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you can change the sequence, so that's fine. But then week 7 should only talk about the generic Microsoft Copilot. So this is how you basically set up those 7-week program. And let me show you what does that 7-week program contains. Okay, so if you go into week 1, so week 1 has two folders: OFT, email, and post images. So if I click on email, then here you will see an OFT file. So if I open this OFT file, it will try to open this in Outlook. And then basically it's a template which will allow you to view the information. Okay. So let me, yeah, so this is how it will look in Outlook. So basically it's an OFT file. It is already ready made available template. So you can just use this template as it is, and then you can send across to your team members. Okay, and just as a starting point. So basically it will give you a context around what is going to come in the next 7 weeks. Okay, and you can brand it by putting your logo, or you can add your own signature so that it gives you that more organization kind of look. And then you can send across to your team members. uh, this is from an email perspective, but then from a post images perspective, you will find couple of images, and under jpg here you will find various jpegs related to Copilot. So if you see here, this is one of the jpeg. Then you can have Copilot post hero square. So it's all in a different shape and format. So here you will get various icons which you can, or not an icon but a full blown image which you can utilize within your custom post. However, if you want to use the generic post provided by Microsoft, you can just stick to it, and then you can directly post this in Viva or any other platform which you use as a part of employee or all employee communication within your organization. So I've just opened week number 1, so you can have week number 2, and here also week number 2 will talk about teams. And this uh, will contain contents related to how to utilize Microsoft Teams within the organization. And then there are various contents, related to how you can make Copilot a better companion while utilizing these small applications. So this one which I was talking about, Teams. Then week number 3 will talk about Outlook application. Now here in Outlook application, again it is related to how you want to make the best of the tool, like drafting effective mail, translating an email, managing your inbox. So like this you will have week number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in week number 7 you have Microsoft Copilot in general. So Microsoft Copilot in general will talk about how you can utilize Microsoft 365 in short, and then you can prepare for upcoming meetings, or you can categorize all this information into themes, identify what were the open items from the last meeting. So this is all getting the context from various other system related to Microsoft 365 services. Then the final one, week number, so if you see here, so week number 8, Microsoft Copilot Academy. So again, we have an OFT file over here. So here it's a final mail basically which is sent across to a wider audience talking about Microsoft Copilot Academy. It is a go-to resource for Copilot upskilling. So if you want your keen team member who are more interested in learning further on this Copilot journey, then they can see the curated learning content, they can develop their skill, they can flexibly learn, and they can learn at their own pace. So all this information are stored over here. So if you see ak.ms as Microsoft Copilot Academy, and if I just copy this link, say I'll just say copy this link. So basically, that link will take you to learning.cloud.microsoft.com. And from here, you can start loading those content for your organization. Uh, and you can even link this learning site with various other content. You can integrate with Microsoft Learn or any other uh, document provider, which allows you to share the content within the learning site. So that's it, folks. This is all about utilizing the onboarding toolkit for Microsoft 365 Copilot. Thanks for watching.